Hi, this is Rebecca from RebeccasTreasures.com. Today I'm going to show you how you can crochet a very basic crochet heel for your Barbie. You will need crochet thread and a stainless steel hook of 1.7 millimeters. Starting with a slip knot, we will chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull the last chain tight. Now we are going to slip stitch 3 across these 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, pull tight, turn. We are going to do the same thing this time in the front loops of the starter chain. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, pull tight. We're going to do the same thing again, this time into the back loops of the starter chain. Here we go. 1, 2, and the last one. 'It can be a little bit tricky sometimes to find the back loops, but here we go. Here's the third. Here's the third one. Chain 1, pull tight. Now we're going to start working around the heel to create the starting sole. We're going to go ahead and single crochet into the back loop of the last slip stitch we made. Rotate, and into the front loop of the second row of slip stitches we made, we're going to go ahead and single crochet. Into that same slip stitch, single crochet into the back loop. Rotate again. Into the first row of slip stitches, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. 1 single crochet into the front loop. And another into the back. Then we're going to go ahead and single crochet into the first slip stitch front loop. There's it. Just right about here. It can be a little tricky, but it'll be worth it. You should have 6 single crochets in this circle. We're not going to join, we're going to go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull tight on the last chain. Now we're going to single crochet in the bottom loops of the 4 single crochet chains remaining. So we have 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to slip stitch join to the first single crochet of the round. Chain 1. This counts as the first single crochet for the row. Now to make things easier, you want to go ahead and grab your tail and single crochet around it, so that way you won't have to weave it in later. In the next stitch, we're going to single crochet twice. In the next two stitches, single crochet. So here we go, 1 single crochet, and the second stitch, 2. In the next stitch, we're going to go ahead and single crochet twice. 1, 2, and then we're going to go ahead and single crochet 4 across the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In the next stitch, we're going to go ahead and single crochet twice. 1, 2. Now we're going around to the other side, and in the next stitch we're going to single crochet twice as well. 1 and 2. And then we're going to single crochet over the last 3 remaining stitches. We go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go ahead and slip stitch join into the first stitch of the row. You now have the sole of the shoe. From here you can get really creative and do all sorts of fun things, but we're just making a very basic design. So we're going to go ahead and continue, and going into the back loops in the first stitch, we're going to go ahead and single crochet 1. In the next two stitches, we're going to half double crochet in back loops. So we go 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets. Over the next 2 stitches, we're going to go ahead and crochet double crochets in the back loops. So here we have 1 double crochet, and then in the second stitch, a second double crochet. And then the next 2 stitches, we're going to go ahead and do half double crochets again in back loops. So here we have 1 half double crochet and 2 half double crochet. Then we're going to go ahead and single crochet in the next stitch. So here we're kind of starting to form the support for the heel. From here we are going to single crochet twice, 1 and 2, and then we are going to double crochet the next 2 stitches together. So we're going to go ahead and start working the double crochet, pull up the loop, go through the 2 loops, then draw a loop and start working the second crochet, pull up, go through 2, and then you should have 3 loops on your hook, pull through both of them. Then we're going to go ahead and do 2 double crochets over the next 2 stitches. So we have 1, 2, and we're going to go ahead and double crochet the next 2 stitches again. So here we go, starting the double crochet, we're going to go ahead and draw up the loops, go through the first 2, draw up the loops, go through the first 2, and then pull through the 3 of them. And then we're going to go ahead and single crochet in the last 2. Remember, this entire round is done in the back loops only. Then we're going to go ahead and slip stitch join to the first stitch. Here we go on our final round. We're going to chain 1, counts as first slip stitch, and then we're going to slip stitch 8 over the next few stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we're going to go ahead and single crochet the next 3 stitches together. So we're going to go through, pull up a loop, go through the next stitch, pull up a loop, and go through the 3rd stitch, pull up a loop. You should have 4 loops on your hook, and then go ahead and draw through all 4 loops. We're going to do the same thing again. Go to the 1st stitch, draw up a loop, into through the 2nd stitch, draw up a loop, into the 3rd stitch, and draw up a loop. Now it's really important that you try to keep the stitches tight, otherwise it'll become really loose. Then go ahead and draw through all 4 stitches. And then you want to single crochet in the last stitch here, and then slip stitch join to the 1st stitch of the round. And you're done. All you have to do is fasten off and weave in your ends, and you have the Crochet Barbie heels. Thanks for watching.